Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good? So, I thought we'd talk about Dr. Stone. Your boy's about to close here soon, so I was like, you know what? I might as well give him two for the price of one. You'll understand it later. But Dr. Stone definitely is shocking. Um, it's not so much shocking in the fact that the person who wants to rule the world with an iron fist is catering to dangerous people, right? He's making sure these archers have the material they need. There, he's giving his gymnastic people or his gymnastic person um, a way to sleep, even in the worst environments, right? So, all of these things are adding up to the grand scheme of being interesting for two reasons. Because, one, there's a lot coming with all of this stuff. You can tell just off of every single vibe that we've gotten. A lot is about to pop off, and especially this girl being so talented in gymnastics. I don't really see someone else performing what she did, like that backflip that she does on the tree branch and still lands on the tree branch and then dodges yet again and runs. Whee! Um, there's probably someone on their team, like the actual leader, is capable of something remotely the same, but her getting the chills and knowing when death is gonna come, I think that's from something, right? Like, I think she's probably experienced something, either A, recently, or B, back in her time with gymnastics, that gives her the edge in these battles where she just has a sick instance of knowing when she was in trouble, knowing when things were about to be for the worse for her. For the instance, her falling out of the sky, she just knew death was assured. There was no getting out of it because of how high she climbed. And to think that they used her getting away from our main character, uh, him holding her down, him holding her down, had to have been the stupidest thing that if you have been watching this show from season one, you should know that was the dumbest thing he could have ever possibly done. Unfortunately, no one else knew how that gadget worked, so it had to be him because he was the only one who had time to react to it, had his eyes not blind. Especially his team just staring at it. They're like, oh, he's gonna do something cool again. Oh, I'm blind. I can't freaking see or help. So of course he jumps on her, but she's like, is this a branch? Like, is this a leaf that fell on top of me? Like, what is this? Let me just get up and walk away. So hilarious there, but of course he's two steps ahead, putting some powder on her from the very sparkly stone that they found that only shines at certain times. Which then even that gets uh wiped off because she wakes up early and sees it because she's sleeping in trees. That's the type of stuff that I love the small details of. They're not taking it out and being like, oh, well, maybe she just figured it out and washed it off. No. She wakes up, she sees her hands glowing, she sees branches actually glowing, right? Then she looks at how did these branches get these things? I touched those branches. Not me? So, bada bing, bada boom. The other part is this guy who can hear. The guy who can hear. Come on, bruh. You're telling me he shot an arrow into that fool's bag and he didn't know he was there? Bruh. Dirty. He's broken. Not only that, he could pretty much hear that thing under the ground. He just didn't understand what he was hearing, right? I think it's a good guess that our three people got away from him, or they're still being hunted by him, to be fair, because with ears like that, even if you kick a rock down the wrong mountain, it seems like he might hear it or something along those lines. So, very, very cool stuff there. Um, it does make sense that they have these really strong characters because to battle against someone who could already make cell phones in the stone world or the equivalent of communication of like cell phone, it's crazy. Not only that, they're using Morse code with it. It has so many different utilizations through every single time they're talking about stuff. that blows my mind of the potential of what Dr. Stone's gonna become in the future. Like, clearly he's gonna be the savior of mankind, and I just might be the savior of anime. But that is all for now. My anime people, this is me signing off. Have an awesome day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely see you in the next one.